Hey, everybody. Thank you for clicking on the video. We hope you enjoy this content. And now, on to the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Fragrance Fundamentals channel. This is episode number 6, I believe.
We're going to go with 6. We're going to say 6.
We're going to say 6. All
you
right.
like it? I love it.
Jay, hey, I'll take it. And this week, we're going to be reviewing a contrast of two similar but different fragrances from what we're seeing.
Same,
but different.
But still same.
Same, but different.
But still the same. And it's going to be none other than Dumont's Paris Nitro Red and Red Intensely. Pour hum, as it says on the bottle.
Ooh, don't hurt yourself.
So I recently picked this one up not too long ago.
Yes,
I know that you've had yours for a minute now. And if I remember right, I think we did a review on Red a while back. But before we jump into all that and give our comparisons and whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and read the notes for you guys. I got the notes off of Joma's shop. I was trying to see if it was on the Dumont website, but for some weird reason, it's not on there. So I don't know what's up with that. But in any case, your top notes on this one for the Intensely version is going to be apple, bergamot, melon, agüita de melon, and peach. Then you got your heart notes that are amber, cedarwood, lily of the valley, and sea salt. And then your base notes are going to be amber, moss, patchouli, and sandalwood, or as Joe likes to say, chancla de leña. So that's what you get when you get something like this. Now, what I will say about this fragrance right off the rip is I love this fragrance. I remember that when you warned me about buying Red, because I was going to pick up Red, just the original Red, the very first time around. But when I saw this one, I couldn't pass up the deal on it. And we'll get into the details of the deal here in a little bit. But I couldn't pass up on this deal. And because it was Intensely, I figured it's Nitro Red Intensely. It's got to be a stronger, more potent version of what you have. Which to my surprise, when I sprayed it initially, I was like, this isn't as strong as Joe claims it to be, or at least the one that he talked about, which was the Nitro Red. Now, just so you guys can see at home, that's the atomizer. Man, and it smells phenomenal. It's not nuclear. It's not like, God, dog, I can't breathe right now type stuff. It's very subtle. It has a very sweet opening, very, very sweet opening. I almost like to think of it as kind of bubblegumish, kind of an opening on my end. It smells like that kind of sweet. And as it starts to settle, as it starts to dry down, you get that amber, you get the sandalwood from it, you get that patchouli. That's what starts to come out as it starts to settle. But when it opens up, very, very fruity, very nice. As like the top notes say, you got apple, bergamot, melon, and peach. When you start to really pay attention to it, you can smell the sweetness of like a melon, like a cantaloupe almost. Peach a little bit. You can get that in there. I don't really get too much apple, but the melon and the peach is very, very, very heavy on this one. So to me, again, it's very sweet in the opening. It does settle very sweet. And as it starts to dry down, you get more of that amber, that sandalwood, the patchouli kind of smell coming from it. And it just settles so nice. And the thing that I like about it is it's not super loud. Like when you would describe Red to me the first time, you were like, bro, this thing is fucking nuclear. Like you spray it and all of a sudden you have it it just stays there. And for me, this is nothing like that. So how would you compare Red to this?
So what you describe Intensely to be surprises me because Nitro Red is very sweet, loud, youthful, flirtatious, clubby, F-boy type fragrance. I mean, it is it can be obnoxiously loud. I think it can be very cloyingly sweet if you hammer on the trigger. Definitely not something you want to wear in the high heat. You can wear it to the office if you're moderate with the sprays and you're in a controlled climate environment. But you don't want to wear something like this, I don't think, in the heat of it all, just because, man, that's gonna project like crazy. This Dumont Nitro Red, the original, and again, we'll show you the bottle here, just so you can see it. So, and I'll give you the atomizer.
The atomizer is pretty nice. I was kind of surprised with it. It's not like a pressurized atomizer.
Can you hold it by the cap?
Yours is way better. Yeah, yours is way better than mine because we were doing it a little bit earlier off camera, obviously. And if I just hold it like this, yes, it'll stay. But the minute that I just shake it just a little bit, yeah, not good.
No bueno, chief.
The one thing though, it does have a magnetic top, which is really, really nice.
The OG does not have a magnetic top. It has more of a push on.
And the cap is it's weighted. So
it's
not, it has a very good, nice feel to it.
Yeah.
It just sucks that you can't really, I mean, you can hold it like this for a minute, but if you shake it in your hands as you're holding it, it's coming
Hey,
down.
bro, shake it, don't break it, all right? The top notes on Nitro Red are bergamot, lavender, and apple. The heart notes are watermelon, cedarwood, and calamus. And the base notes are sandalwood, patchouli, and amber. Dumont, the website, describes this as an enchanting fragrance where vanilla, lavender, cedarwood, and violet blossoms combine to create a lasting and charming impression. Now, if you paid any attention, I named you all those notes. Nowhere in there did I name off vanilla or violet blossoms, but Dumont's website kind of describes this fragrance as that. I get a little bit of that vanilla. What I'll tell you about Nitro Red, it is nuclear. It is a performance beast. It is something that, again, if you're a younger guy, I think you'll lean more towards this. You get a lot of the watermelon for sure. I remember this being one of the first scents where I heard people saying, watermelon, that kind of makes it unique. And I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely get that watermelon. And it's kind of in the same space as something like a Wave Child Room 1015. But this watermelon is brighter, louder, and more vibrant than something like a Wave Child, where that one's a little bit more toned down. It's more refined. This smells, to me, it is a very synthetic type fragrance. But what I will say is, when I first got this, I was like, I don't know when the hell I'll ever wear this. Like, it's just it's doing too much. It is just like crazy in your face. Yeah. Now, as it continued to settle in the bottle, I put it on the shelf and I came back to it and I tried to, get my nose on it again. And at that point, after I let it maturate a little while on my shelf, I was like, okay, now I get it. It's still loud, but it's more toned back. But it is something, like I said, you can wear as a younger gentleman in a controlled environment. I wouldn't, like I said, wear it outside on the summer day unless you're gonna be outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to the lake and you're gonna be outside, or you go to the beach and you're gonna be outside,
yes,
you can wear 100%. Something like this and put that on and it 100%. Not be just so aggressive. But if you're gonna be indoors in the summer, I might tone it back a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you that we're there 100%. I do see this as a younger man's fragrance. I don't really see it as a grown and sexy or a mature fragrance. The thing that surprises me, again, and I know that we're comparing both of these, the thing that surprises me is this one doesn't come off to me super loud. It doesn't it's not nuclear. Not like my the first time that I bought Barara King. Like that one was nuclear, immediate nuclear. But this one, it does hit you in the face in the opening with a very sweet scent. It's not
Mhm.
super sweet to where you're like, fuck, I'm getting a headache kind of sweet, but it's still, you can smell the sweetness coming from it. It's, like I said, for me, it's like a bubble gumish almost type of fragrance that it has.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody compare it to like a Rosasi Hawass, and
Yeah,
I can't
it's
remember.
it's got kind of that
It,
vibe of a Hawass, but to
yeah,
me, like at
it's
least
super
Nitro Red,
uh
it's
way
more
sweeter.
aggressive with the sweet bubblegummy type
Yeah,
DNA. And I remember the first time when Intensely first came out, and you were like, "Hey man, are you gonna get it or should I get it?" And I was like, "Bro, I don't know why they want to intensify this thing because this thing is already intense." And I remember thinking, man, who the hell wants to go even more
sweet.
aggressive on this sweetness? Like,
Yeah.
who wants more of that? But it sounds like they refined the formula
Yeah.
on yours. They kind of fine tuned it to
Yes.
make it a little bit more appealing, more suitable, more I guess you would say more universal, more versatile
Yes.
to go that way than what they first gave us, which was like wham, just in your
Right in your
face.
face.
Like, God, what are we doing here? Type.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I mean, all in all, at the end of it all, I mean, when I picked this up, I picked it up as a bundle. This one came with my Nitro Elixir, the Dumont Elixir that I picked up. It came in a bundle pack. Obviously, for those of you that have been following our channels for a while, on the burner account now here at Fragrance Fundamentals, you know, I like to buy a lot of my fragrances off of TikTok. And I couldn't pass up on the deal because I believe, if I remember correctly, when I picked this combo up, it was for the Dumont Elixir and um the Intensely Red, and I believe I picked it up for $60 for that combo, which I couldn't pass up on that deal because I mean, 30
bro, that's
bucks
a
per bottle,
steal.
bro, that's a steal. I don't care who you are, that's a steal in itself. Um, but yeah, matter of fact, I'm looking it up right now, real quick. I might have picked it up on Amazon. I did actually on Amazon. That's where I picked it up, and they had the bundle there. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get the deets on my order. But yeah, I paid $60 for that combination. That's after shipping and everything else. $60 is what I paid for it. I did have a little bit of a discount. I guess it was on a discount at the time when I ordered it. But $30 per bottle. I mean, you can't beat that. For the type of fragrance that you're getting
No.
out of these bottles, bro, you can't beat that price. And it's something that, I mean, I enjoy this fragrance. It's not something that I'm going to reach for constantly. Again, I believe it's like a younger man's fragrance, but every now and then just to throw it on, just to have something fresh. You know me, I'm big on fresh fragrances. This is right in that alley, in that space. If you like a freshy fragrance, you're going to love the way that this thing smells. You're going to love how it smells. It's not too sweet. It's not overbearing. It does leave a nice sillage whenever you walk by people. It does give you a nice scent bubble. When people come in, they can smell it on you. They can smell that sweetness, the freshness of the fragrance. And man, I can't get enough of it. I love it.
Yeah, a few weeks ago when it was cooler here in Texas, I wore this to the office and it lasted all day. Performance was ridiculous. I was at the office from 6:30 a.m. to 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m. and this thing was still going strong. It was not slowing down. It the sillage had gotten a little bit more closer to the skin, but this thing you don't need to reapply at all. The
And it stays on your
longevity is
clothes.
nice. Yeah.
It stays on your clothes.
Yeah.
It'll stay on your clothes for a couple of days.
A couple washes.
I don't know about that.
A
For me, it
couple
was
of washes.
for me, it was only a couple of days. For a couple of days, it stayed on there. It was on there for at least a good 2 to 3 days. It stayed on my clothes. So it is potent. And if you're wearing any light clothes like white, I do not recommend you spray it directly on your clothes. You know, maybe get it away from you a little bit and spray it, but not directly on there, like getting up on your clothes. But yes, it does sink into your clothes. It sets and it's there. Like I could pick up my shirt 3 days from now and be like, oh, yeah, I could still smell it. That's there. It's not going away. Type fragrance. So if you guys happen to pick up a bottle, if you guys have the bottle, let us know what your thoughts are on it. Tell us what you think. Let us know if you think it's too sweet or if you think that it's nuclear or if you don't think that it's nuclear. We'd be very, very interested to get some feedback on this one for sure.
Yeah, man, for sure. So before we wrap it up, I'll just give you a couple of words to kind of describe Nitro Red, in my opinion. And you guys can decide if you want to pick it up or if you already have it. You can let me know what your thoughts of it are. But I would say this is fruit cocktail, sweet, young man's fragrance, bright, and bubblegummy. That's how I would describe this.
Perfect, bro. Perfect.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our review of Nitro Red and Nitro Red
Intensely.
Intensely.
Yittity.